Findlay had a company called Bell Pottery, and the Bell Pottery Company was down here off of Bell Avenue here in Findlay, and they made china, tableware, which is, you know, this is a good example of a very nice piece of chinaware, covered serving dish. As you can see, it's very, very well made. Some people have almost thought this stuff was Haviland or some better china, but here it was made right here in Findlay. And their ware was marked with this blue BP code, underlined FO. That's Bell Pottery Company, Findlay, Ohio. This is just one piece of many, many, many pieces of china that they made. Right after the Spanish-American War, or during it, they made this series of plates with the battleships that were in the Spanish-American War. This being the USS Iowa. It's got the cross Cuban American flags on the bottom of it. And then on the back, it is very faint, but it's still readable. There's BP Co. FO, Bell Pottery Company, Findlay, Ohio. This piece, these are very scarce. I believe maybe less than 3 of them have been found to date. It took me 25 years to find this one. This piece of china right here was not made in by Bell, but it is recognizing the C.F. Jackson Company. It was made in Germany. They made some very, very good stuff back in those days, but it says the C.F. Jackson Company, the glass block, Findlay, Ohio. It's the building that's still in downtown Findlay, with the glass front right on a corner of east. That'd be West Sandusky and Main Street. This is the building the way it looked back in the 1880s. As you can see, the top's all been changed on it now, but this was a glass block. Again, this was a souvenir from Findlay. This piece here was also a company in Findlay right down on Main Street that this was a tea and spice company, small operation, but they evidently, again, this was made in Germany, and it's got their name on the bottom of it, the Beach and Nyland, Findlay, Ohio. That's how you know it's from Findlay. It wasn't made in Findlay, but a souvenir you could buy, and it's got the courthouse on it. The courthouse generally was a popular theme for souvenirs from Findlay back in the days, because everybody came down to Main Street, the courthouse being the biggest thing down there. I got him, the oldest bottle that you're looking at right now is probably this bottle right here. This is a Ebacher, Findlay, Ohio. He came to Findlay in 1861, German. Started making soda. And this was one of his early bottles. As you can see by the top of it, this is probably an 1870s bottle. And he stayed in business making soda pop in Findlay for about 10 years. And this is another one of his bottles. That's called a Hutchinson soda bottle. Again, it was a soda pop bottle of the day. This is the quart. Very hard to find. One of only 3 found so far. As you could tell, the big bottles. They didn't make very many of them, and they got broke easy. And this bottle actually was found out in the Blanchard River. This amber Coke bottle I'm holding right here in my hand is from Findlay. Was not made here, but is from Findlay. As you can see, it's got Findlay, Ohio on it, Coca-Cola. These are very, very hard to find. And what's amazing about this bottle is that most cities that have amber Cokes are your larger cities. Cleveland, Columbus, Toledo, Youngstown. Findlay, back when this bottle was being used, and again, this is a 20s bottle, pre-20s bottle. It's amazing that Findlay ever got an amber Coke bottle, but it's a very sought-after bottle in people that collect just amber Cokes. This is a beauty to find, and this bottle was also found in the river. And the Krantz Brewing bottles, everyone knows Old Dutch, and Old Dutch was in Findlay for many, many years. And this bottle here is one of the labeled Old Dutch bottles with the war bonds by U.S. war bonds. It has the original cap on it. This bottle was one of the last bottles they would have used. This bottle right here was not made in Findlay, but David Kirk back in 1905 built a very large building down here on East Sandusky. The Kirk building, you can see it at the top of the building, is now Mike Mallett now has it, I believe. But that's when he built it in 5, it was for his product. He mainly was a wholesale distributor of foodstuffs. This is a ball fruit jar that he actually ordered and then just put his labels on and sold his coffee. The thing with his bottle collecting is that I have people just collect milk bottles in this hobby. That's all they want. They don't care about soda pops. They don't care about beers. They don't care about nothing else, but they want milk bottles. And there's people that collect inks, and there's people that collect fruit jars only. You go into their homes and there's shelves and walls full of fruit jars. So the neat thing about the hobby is and we have a bottle show in Findlay every year. We've had one for over 30 years. Is the collecting base is so strong. There's people that collect specific bottles. They come to the show looking for that, like me. You know, I go to a show and I find this bottle. I made my day. You know, it made my day to go find that bottle. So a lot of people come to the bottle shows just to collect a specific kind of bottle. So that's the neat thing about the hobby.